freezing. Studio dog. Every time she comes here, she's obsessed with this stick. Have you got your friend? Is that your sticky stick? Is that your friend? Ruby, you got something on your face, babe. And there she goes. What are you doing, little girl? Woo! Oh! Hello, handsome boy. Hello, handsome boy. Are you good? Are you? And there she comes with her friend. It's also crispy. I love it. I'm not out and about. I'm taking the pooches for a walk with my husband, but I wish I brought my stuff. So I'm taking loads of film and loads of pictures, and then we'll go back to the studio. So excited. As you can see, we're in a new location. This week I was going to be out, but not out because it's so cold and icy. I'm sure we can all agree. I was going to go in the garden because where I take the dogs and where I go on most of my walks are back roads, and they're extremely icy, and a lot of them don't get, what's it called, like gritted. I'm not going to risk it for a biscuit. The idea I had for this video anyway would actually work quite well in the garden. So I was going to be out, but not out. When I was out walking the other day, because of the ice, it seemed to kind of leave this like blue hue across the landscape. You can hear my studio dogs in the background. I'm so sorry. I need to put socks or mittens on her or something. So the idea was to kind of create some work inspired by an artist that I found last night. Her name is Joan Mitchell. Her stuff is very much abstract expressionism, bordering on kind of action painting. If you don't know what that is, I will leave a little, I'll put a thing in now. I need to be more free, and what I loved about Joan Mitchell's work is that you feel a sense of confidence. She leaves marks and she leaves a lot of open space, and she pushes the boundaries with colours, and she just has this almost like mental grace about her work, and I was really inspired by that last night. So this week it's about colour, specifically blue. Now I love blue. I love most shades of blue depending on how it's applied. For this, the materials I have chosen are oil pastels, the cheapo stuff. I'll go and get the Sennelier in a moment. Neocolours, soft pastels, a bit of gouache, watercolour. So I just got a varied range. As for sketchbooks, remember I got these little sketchbooks, these little kind of thingies. So I've got that one. I've got my Stillman and Burn, and I've also got my Moleskine, but it's not the watercolour range, it's the sketching book, because like I said, I am intent on using this book. You know, I've spent money on it. Just so that you all know, she's absolutely fine after eating the canvas. I know some of you are really worried. I apologise for worrying you all. I didn't know. I didn't know. Mummy will play with you in a minute. I know. Go on. Go and play. It's so cold outside. I put the heating on. I caved. I put the heating on. I know, but I had to because it is so cold outside. However, it's bringing about some really good inspirational work. I'm really inspired by Joan Mitchell at the moment. I love her confidence. I aspire. I mean, granted, you're probably looking at this right now going, girl, you need to probably tone it down a bit. Not in myself. I know I'm quite a lot. Not in myself, no. In my work, sometimes I feel I'm still precious. I still feel like I'm holding back. I'm not taking it further. I look at these works like by Joan Mitchell. There's something quite confident in that. Obviously it's experience, it's a lot of dedication, a lot of years, and obviously I'm still in my infancy in comparison. However, you still need to strive, don't you? You still need to strive to somewhere. So I figured that working with a limited palette, inspired no less by this ice age we've got going on, I really wanted to do that. And actually I'm finding it really helpful. The smaller ones, I don't know whether that's dry yet, probably not. So like this oil pastel one, which is very much inspired by Joan Mitchell, one of her little works. See this kind of blurring, you know, this blurring here. That's very much indicative of like one or two of her drawings, and I really liked that. This one is knowing when to stop. I really like that one. I like the composition of that one. This one, oh, which is all smudged, doesn't it? I should have fixed these yesterday. I needn't say it, guys. So I really quite like them. So I'm gonna leave these pages sort of flapping. This, by the way, is, I don't know whether I put them on here actually. I got 3 of these and I was gonna dot them around the house, do you remember? And I was going to use them for like one in the car, one in the kitchen, one in the bedroom, whatever. Just when I get ideas or inspiration, or I want to draw, keep my hands busy, these little things were quite good. These are just moleskin. I think they're really low weight paper. You can see that it's quite thin paper. Really, really nice. They're quite cute to keep about because I started with great intention. As you can see from the Struggle is Real piece. That was the last piece I did in that one. I decided, no, you've numbered them, get them done, use them. So that's what we're doing. I'm just kind of using them. Just the one that I've done on that one. Yeah, it's just the one on that one. Oh, honestly, I don't know how I get by sometimes, I really don't. This one is Gouache Neo Colours. So this one is in the moleskin A4, and that paper is 165. Remember, I have a bone of contention with it. However, it's been standing up. I mean, you know, not bad. Buckling, but I'm not really bothered by that. I would even go as far as to say I would probably purchase this again. I did this one yesterday. Did you see that? Gotta be careful how I do it. That one, which is, I think, yeah, that's pastel. And then obviously I did this one just now, which I think is Neo Colours. I do feel working in like a limited palette is quite a good exercise, especially when you want to mark make. I really need to push myself more, you know? I really need to stop being so precious. I mean, I know you're probably like, so well. But true, like with the canvas I did with Lose Control, love that piece, but equally, I could have pushed it a lot further, and I know that. I really need to work harder, I think. I need to just let go more. I mean, what do you guys think? Let go more? Not that any of this is controlled, but let go more. I need to lose more control, because I think even with that piece, the start of it was probably the best bit, but then towards the end, there's something laborious about it still, and I don't want to feel that. I don't want that to be part of my process. I know that sometimes you can't get away from it because you're decision making, and that's where that idea of labor comes from, when you're like, do I do it, do I not? And this is just part of that process. But I did find that when I look at that piece, as much as I love that piece, I love the colors, and I really feel like I'm going in the right direction for me, I still feel that there is a huge sense of control there with the marks that I'm making toward the end. I want you to feel that sense of freedom in the work, and I still feel that that is missing. More crazy. What do you guys think? I want to know. Pondering, lots of pondering.